Hey there, hi there, ho there. Look, special cold open video because I have a magic trick and I need to show you guys it. It's very important. Watch this lady. She's about to show you the truth. Let's go, Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah!
Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop then adopted me. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn this to a mockery. I give a fuck about their recognition. I'm trying to spit the fucking truth, somebody get the message. These politics, they overstate the obvious. They shooting like Stoyakovich, it's war on every continent. Deeper than you know, I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate. A lot of them are emulate, but none of them are demonstrate. Hip-hop will never need a eulogy. They give us 10%, they trying to take away gratuity. Work for what you want, I learned that shit from fucking Aubrey. And she ain't never lied, I told her this was nothing new to me. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go, I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real, she think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flyer than Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm a Akeem Olajuwon. But I guess that's what I need in life, cause I don't get no sleep at night, so I'ma just keep grinding till my people see the morning light.
Real Talk about it from Messiah, bringing us in as always. I am DEADONDAVE. It is, what is it? It's Tuesday, August friggin' 29th, if you can believe that. We're at the end of August. We're about to be in September. It is officially pumpkin spice season, bitches. Get used to it. How you doing? Welcome in. Bienvenue, touch the tip, all that wonderful stuff. Sorry we didn't do a regular proper show yesterday. Went on Twitch, and that was pretty much all I wanted to do. It was a Twitch night, but we're here tonight, back in copious Kingdom Land, the place where you all should be rocking and popping. So tweet out the stream, let everybody know that we're here, and all that good stuff. We've got the Discord open, and we're going to be taking calls, questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, quips, quotes, likes, loves, and so much more. Did you guys like my little magic trick there? I liked it. I liked it. Nice to see you guys up in here early. Black Rose, Trippy Savage, Snutsy, Just Joshing Ya, Aki Day, Bonbon Storm, yeah, Seraphita, Color Rose. How you doing, everybody? Sit back, relax, and let's get copious. We got a bunch of stuff. I got so many things actually tonight. So many things. Enough to where I was actually able to even like mine out a wonderful little cold open. I'm gonna watch that clip again because that was funny. Look, she fooled you. Bam! Fart! That's just sophisticated comedy right there, folks. That's what you get when you come in here. So it's been a crazy week already. I did my first day back at the shop after a weekend, but the week is just kind of moving. The shop is rocking right now. Dave Island is in effect and making money already. We had people come from far and wide hearing about this island that I built in the center of the store. That's all memorabilia. It's all merch. It's all like Pokemon cards and collectibles and all this wonderful stuff. All my type of stuff. The nerditry, the Dave stuff, that things that you gotta just get funky with. That's what I got. And we got a lot of it. And Jimmy is just kind of leaning into the whole thing at this point. We're having a great time. It's kind of a little bit of a party island, and but where you make money. And that's the best type of island. What's up there, Cuck? I see Cuck in the chat. Make sure you guys tweet it out. Hit that like button and all that good stuff. So how's your week going so far? The reality is there's been a lot of death in the air. Bray Wyatt, I mean, we're going right into the Bray Wyatt stuff. But for different reasons. Look, everything has been sad with this, and there's a bunch of other passings, too. There's a voice actor passing, actress passing, I should say, of note. We're going to talk about that in a moment. We got a bunch of things that we're going to get to. But it's like, I don't know, we needed some stories that would kind of get away from all that. And actually, just because of how phony and fake people are, we're actually getting it. I like the Sneeko thing just fell on my lap. I saw the Sneeko video, and I couldn't believe it. You don't ever get used to people just openly telling you they're a grifter. Like, not just telling you. It's not like he pulled one of us aside and said, yo, I'm grifting. I've always been grifting. He told his fan base. He was live on the air, and he tells his audience. Look, I'm not one of these people who believe that any of these motherfuckers believe a word that they're saying when what they're throwing out, all this stupid shit. It's craziness. I don't believe that they believe for a second. I believe it. But it's unbelievable to hear them confirm the grift, you know? And what's great about idiots like Sneeko, and we'll get into this in a moment, is he doesn't even realize that if he thinks he's just going to traverse into the streaming IRL world and not be like a Ice Poseidon type guy, he's out of his mind. He's got way too much baggage. He's got way too much history. He's got way too much to follow. It's crazy. You sound so good. Yeah, we're sounding great. We're looking great. Look, hey, let me know if I get dark. Let me know if we get dark tonight, because I think I got the lights fixed. And I got one more light to switch out. And here's a nice little happy extra thing since I didn't switch it out before the show. I get to show it off before I switch it out. This is the final light that I got. Look at this key light. Look at this thing. Just give me the key light. Look at this motherfucker. Woo! Yeah. It'll get a little bit better. But I'm very happy. I think I've figured out how to get these lights to get in there. But here's the thing. I haven't used these lights since that night. I literally had to take it all the way down to 10%. I had to take my lighting down to 10%. I'm also going to make a list of everything that I'm using right now. Because honestly, yeah, it's pricey. But I think if you're serious about what you're doing with all this stuff, and I've always been the guy to advocate, get out there and just create, and still do that. Make your content with whatever you can. I started with a rock band microphone like fucking Tommy, and then I quickly graduated to a blue, but if you're going to do this more than a couple of years, have a plan to save up to get this. This is what you need. Yes, it's the best. You don't need the camera. You don't need this camera. You can get by with much, 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 much different camera. I'm going to be using this camera for a lot of other content, which makes sense for me. But all this other stuff, I'm telling you guys, you got to get. It just changes. Not only does it change how people look at you, it changes how you feel behind it. Like, I feel so much different about my setup and about how you guys are looking at me now. Way different. It's making me take myself more seriously, and it's making me taking the show a little bit more seriously, all that type of stuff. So just positive shit all the way around with that. So you can't really complain. All right. But look, exactly. You just go full production as much as you can. I'm going to make a list. I'm going to show you guys how much it costs. I think you guys will be surprised how quickly you can put money away for something like this. It's just like, everybody talks about dream setups and all that type of things. Well, we live in an era and an age now where the dream setups are attainable. They're attainable. And now even with shit like Klarna. But I digress. Let's get into the shit. We got all kinds of things, starting with Bray Wyatt. What's up, Mike the Bike? Good to see you. Bye-bye. So Bray passed. And now we've had a couple of shows. AEW had one of the biggest shows in wrestling history over the weekend in London, in Wembley Stadium proper, actually. And everybody was just doing these great Bray tributes. Monday Night Raw happened last night. They had amazing Bray tributes. There's been so much. Purple Paw Prince in the house. How you doing? But the WWE updated the bio of Bray Wyatt, and it's beautiful. I just wanted to share it. Bray Wyatt was one of the most captivating superstars in WWE history. Whether he was leading his demented Wyatt family members Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman, or terrorizing WWE Universe with The Fiend alongside the twisted Alexa Bliss, the unique superstar had a way of capturing the imagination of fans around the world. Wyatt's one-of-a-kind career was marked by his huge success, including winning the WWE Championship in 2017 and the Universal Championship in 2019. His iconic rivalries with WWE superstars like John Cena, The Undertaker, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and many more established Wyatt as one of the preeminent forces in all of WWE. Wyatt's remarkable career was tragically cut short in 2023 due to his unexpected passing, but he left an indelible mark on WWE Universe and his legacy as one of the most gifted, talented, and creative superstars of all time, and will live on through generations to come. Beautiful. Mike the Bike with $2. I got a new preview for you. Hey, send it. Let me get through a few stories and send it to me. I'll play it at some point. Yeah. Oh, hey, if you're looking to support the channel tonight, Streamlabs, look into look. This is a good one. I have a new thing that I'm doing because I'm trying to really push my voices. I'm trying to find more ways to get in. If I can money grab a little bit, I'm gonna. So if you want a promo cut on any topic in any of the voices that you hear me do on this show, whether it's a Stone Cold Steve Austin or any of the others, you can go ahead and request it. I have all the information down in the description box, $5, and I'll cut a 20 to 30 second promo on the spot on anything in any of those voices you choose. And we do have the Mike the Bike song there. So a little bit of extra fun there as well. Thank you, Abby, for throwing that in there. And I want 100 people in here tonight, goddammit. So I want to see a whole bunch of tweets with my name on it out there flavor blasting the people about us being live. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. Oh, it's a parody on Pearl. That'll be fun. Chris Jericho, big, he was friends with Bray Wyatt. Everybody was friends with Bray Wyatt. And this, if you don't know, Chris Jericho is a musician as well, and he's tours with a band called Fousey. And they were live, and this is how he commemorated.
In the pro wrestling world, we lost a great brother last night.
Chris got himself back in great shape, by the way. He was like Chris Jericho for a while, but he's got himself back in fantastic shape. And you know what? Shouldn't talk shit anyway because he's late 40s. May we all be so fucking lucky. This hurt a lot of people, man. You know, a break. Oh, he's starting to get darker. I just noticed. You son of a bitch. I just noticed it. You know, you can never think that you're going to win. Just went darker for some reason. I wonder why. That's going to irritate me. I got to turn these lights back off probably. Agitating. But this really did leave a lot of people hurting.
One of the most creative minds I ever had the pleasure to work with, and I worked with him.
Trippy Savage, gotta say, Purple Paw Prince, we don't know each other really, but you always seem to be supportive and helping people. You're pretty cool. Purple Paw Prince is the shit. I love Purple Paw Prince. She's always supportive. She's always incredible. You gotta love some Purple Paw Prince. If you don't love Purple Paw Prince, something's wrong with you.
All over the world, I think we even worked here. If not in London, we worked in the UK. Everywhere else, you guys can sing.
See, they're saying he's got the whole world in his hands because that was the Bray Wyatt song that he would sing and stuff. So really, really good stuff. It was great. We lost more than just Bray, though. We recently lost, Terry Funk. This year we've lost superstar Billy Graham, the Iron Sheik. Break your back and make you humble. Lanny Poffo. Brother of the Macho Man, yeah. Jay Briscoe, of course. That was a really tragic one earlier in the year. Darren Drozdoff. Everyone kind of just slept on them. No one really talked about it. He was suffering for a while there. And Mike Halleck as well. Just a lot of crazy. Yeah, Terry's not that yet. If anyone would be like living in a suspended state, it would be Terry Funk. It would be Terry Funk. I went to the River Styx and I told him I wasn't ready to go. Told him I wasn't ready to go. So I punched him in the head. Legends don't die. They do. They just continue. Oh, how much money would it take for you guys to take this job? How much skidoo? How much dollar bills, y'all? Look at this. I guess it's obvious that no matter where you are and you look up and you see construction sites, this shit has to happen, you never really consider how it has to happen. But look at this. They're taking the ladder apart, man. They're dangling on the device they have to take apart. Oh. I think those are trains down there, by the way. Those things that look like ants, those are trains. Those are trains. This is so gnarly. It's not like you're going to trust a regular ass rope ladder that high. You know, you're not going to go get a Sears and Roebuck ladder. You think you're going to go and get one ladder from Sears, two ladders from Sears? What? You stupid bastard. Cuck with the 8 months of copious love. Thank you so much. Not me, but I know a guy. The floor's gone. Their floor is gone, guys. No more floor. Sans floor. Floor has disappeared completely. The floor is gone. Completely gone. All right. Another thing about, I forgot, I put this out of place. I got distracted for a moment. I put this out of place. This was actually supposed to be before that story. Back to Bray Wyatt for a moment. Just for a quick second here. Booker T was live doing his podcast, and this is how he found out.
This is happening in real time here. I don't even know if I should read this on the show, but this just came out from Triple
Critical Shogun with a 1 month of Mush Pup plus love. Yeah. We have a buddy who's an iron worker, balls like Jupiter, I bet. Balls like Jupiter in your ear, yeah. So tell me, I almost saw them. Last week. They just casually almost saw a train. It's funny. Yeah, looking for yourself out there. Ayo just came from Tommy's. What did I miss? That son of a bitch didn't raid me. Punch him in his stupid face.
H. Just received a call from WWE Hall of Famer Mike Rotunda, who has informed us of the tragic news that WWE family member for life, Wyndham Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, has unexpectedly passed away today. Our thoughts are with
Look
his
at the
family.
look on Booker's face, man.
We ask everyone.
It's his face contorted in such a way he didn't even know what to do with that. I don't blame Brad Gilmore here. You know, you gotta talk about it. The chat. They're live. They're doing a podcast. The chat's talking about it. You have to talk about it.
Everyone respect their privacy at this time. That just went out right as we were going on air.
You say Bray Wyatt's passed away.
That comes from Triple H's official Twitter account.
Mm. That's so sad, man.
This is happening in real time here.
So sad.
I don't even know.
They take a break. It's just so sad. It's just terrible. Okay. Transition, smooth segue. I think that's all the Bray Wyatt stuff that I have at the moment. I'm sure there'll be another one because I'm terrible at my job. How are you guys with Nessie? Is Nessie still a thing? Do people still talk about the Loch Ness Monster? I feel like I'm probably in the minority at this point. Like nobody talks about the Loch Ness Monster anymore. Or I feel like I'm becoming an old man, and I feel like nobody talks about the Loch Ness Monster anymore. I feel like we need more Loch Ness Monster talk. That's what we need. And luckily, we live in a world where people are crazy. So, the biggest search for the mythical Loch Ness Monster in over 50 years has taken place this weekend in the Scottish Highlands. And it's going to be great. Researchers will use advanced technology technology for the such, including drones with infrared cameras and underwater sound recorders. We're going for it, folks. If this motherfucker exists, we're finding him. We're finding him, we're exposing him, we're going to ask him about his secrets. We're going to find out who he's dated, because that's what the people want. They want to know. It's a plesiosaur. It's a you're a plesiosaur. You're a plesiosaur. It's Ogopogo. There you go. Ogopogo. Was that a Mike Tyson reference? Was that a Mike Tyson mystery reference? Because if it was, that's just absolutely brilliant. I hope it was. If not, it'll make me mad. Harles Barkley, there's a fake Nessie floating around in the lake by my house. Look, I'm just saying, if you guys lose your wonder for the craziness that the world has, you might as well just be dead inside. I will continue to believe in aliens. I will continue to believe in sea creatures. I believe that the Meg is probably factual. Fight me. What? Hollow Earth theory. What? Kaiju motherfuckers. That's right. Godzilla's going to take over. Don't say you weren't warned by the copious Lord. Nixie actually just went to Scotland. I would go to Scotland, eat some haggis, and go visit the Loch Ness. Because I would like to be the one to find him. But I wouldn't want to try to look for him. I just want to stumble upon him and find him in the most Dave way possible. And then ask him if he wants to open up a pack of Pokemon cards. It feels like a good use of both of our time. Okay, so if you ever wondered where Mr. I Show Speeds, I Show Me, gets some of his zaniness from, well, sometimes you just got to look at the tree. The old father. He got a call from his dad live on the air.
You're at 19,901,000. That's dope, man. My numbers don't even move like that. I'm going to start showing my meat so I can get up to there. You're at 19 million.
I love it. Okay. We had a little bit of a, what was it? Anniversary, a 10-year anniversary on the 24th. We missed this. Miley Cyrus. Can you believe this is only 2013? The controversial VMA performance, which when you look back at it now, when you watched it back then, it was just what it was. You know, like I think that was around the same time we were getting the Anacondas. We were getting women in pop music that was really starting to push the lines again, like we were seeing in the early 2000s with Britney and Christina. It kind of went away for a little bit, and then we saw it a little bit again. In like the mid 2000s into the 2010s, early 2010s, it was more of the artsier, you know, the Lady Gagas took over. And while there was still sex appeal going on, it definitely became more about a creative expression for a good period of time. But then it went back to grinding and thrusting and humping. And Miley was, she went for it on this night. So let's honor her sacrifice. It's just kind of cringe now, right? I mean, the bears and everything, it's just kind of cringe now. It's great. It's great entertainment. The Rihanna had that. Oh my God. Rihanna's look at that moment needs to be captured and put on a t-shirt. Because Rihanna spoke for many people at that moment. And you know what should never be lost? The fact that Miley Cyrus is a fucking legitimate talent. You know, like this was also during the time period with the Adam Lamberts and everything, where everyone was kind of pushing that envelope, just in general, and going into these more shock value things. But there were some talented people that were doing this, and Miley is certainly one of those. It's just when you're touched by Dolly, man, heart, right in the heart. I'm going to take the clip on this. I don't care. Fuck you, YouTube. She's making great music. The thing is, Mike, she's actually kind of always made great music. You know, like the gimmick has always been there and the things, but her music and her sound and her voice has always kind of been unfuckwithable. You know, like I don't give a shit. If I'm in the right mood, I'll still dance the party in the USA. Fuck you. What? 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 You gonna stop me? I'm bigger than most of you. What do you want? Elbow to the face. What? But if that was all we got, that would have been great. But remember, she was not alone in her performance. There was a, I believe, mid-40s man who's about to make his presence felt. Oh, man. I love Robin Thicke personally. I love Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke is hilarious because he had such a fall. He had such a fall. He sits next to Kim Jong now on that fucking Mask show, Mask Singer that I used to love. First 3 or 4 seasons of that I loved. I stopped watching it, but he, you know, his dad, you know, Alan Thicke, famous TV guy. So to see Robin Thicke do all this shit, he had the big song, and then all the controversy, not only with, you know, the use of women and girls, and then some of them questionable age and all this stuff, then doing this with Miley, but then the plagiarism. Nobody fucking expected Marvin Gaye to go after him. Well, the estate of Marvin Gaye, nobody expected that shit. And honestly, I never even fucking heard it until I did not hear the similarity. I did not even realize that they just straight used the fucking sample until it blew up. And even at the time, I remember when it first came out, I probably was like, they'll probably be fine. No, they weren't. They fucking folded quick. They folded pretty fast. Oh, man. Because after Vanilla Ice, it's kind of hard to defend any of those things. When you have the dumbest motherfucker in the world, at the time, he ended up being kind of smart in a lot of things that he would do. But Vanilla Ice has one of the stupidest quotes in the history of music, the history of maybe words. When they asked him, when he was defending their clear ripping off of Under Pressure, he goes, if you listen to their song is dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. While our song is dun 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 dun. And he said it with a straight face. It's one of my favorite things ever. It really is one of my. He's a very chill person now and everything, but that shit was hysterical. Hysterical. And Mike, absolutely, copyright can really ruin an artist's career unless you're Led Zeppelin. Unless you're Led Zeppelin. If you're Led Zeppelin, you can pretty much just take anyone's music, and most of them will be dead long enough to where nobody even realizes. So, and then the ones that people do realize, most people don't care because by that point you're already Led Zeppelin, so it doesn't matter. This whole thing, the finger. And I loved it too. Like Robin tried to defend the whole thing too. Like, we're just a couple of middle-aged guys. It's supposed to be funny, blurred lines. We had another death. I forgot about the death. We're woefully out of order tonight. Bob Barker. Bob Barker died. And in honor of Bob Barker, we got to show the time where Bob Barker almost struck a woman on the fucking show. This was my I would sometimes fake sick to stay home to watch The Price is Right. I loved The Price is Right. I would tape it. I would watch it when I got home. I loved it. My mom was on it. My aunts were on it. I loved The Price is Right. And, Bob was very honorary, man. He, like, the last 20 years, like, Bob was like, he ain't the one. He will fuck you up. And I love Bob Barker so much. 99 years old, absolute legend. And the anger that he was going through in this moment with some of the people that they had to deal with at some of the times, this was great.
In the price of the car, there are 5 numbers. Using all 5 numbers, write down the price of that automobile. Go. Come on, Joy. Right, Joy. 19,000 watt. 19,000 watt, Joy. 19, you can use the 1 twice. You can't do that. 19,000 watt. 19,000. Now, what please tell me do you have here? 19,300. 5 numbers. You've written 1930. 19,302. No, Joy.
At this point, you can tell he wants to hit her. He wants to shake the shit out of her. You can see it. You can hear it in his voice. He wants to shake the fuck out of her.
Now, come on.
Now, come
Let's
on.
go.
Let's go, Joe.
You're going to lose your turn if you don't write. Now, 13,000 what? 19,000. All right, write it out now. Finish it off. You use the 1 twice there. Now, you've used the 1 here twice. Here are the 5 numbers. Using those 5 numbers, write it down. 13,000 what? 19,000 what? 19,000.
There are actually a lot better clips, too. There are some really great clips of Bob losing his shit on people, on him when he would do the putt-putt challenge and all types of stuff. There's a lot of great Bob Barker clips. Like, tremendous. But this one, I love this clip because I want to kill her.
19,200. You've used the 1 twice. 1,000. You've used the 1 twice, Joy. Look. Right down here. What do you want to write? You want to write 19,000? Write it down. Write it down. 19,000. Now you have the 3, you have the 2, and you have the 0 left. $320. And no, 1 more chance.
1 more chance, Joy. 1 more chance.
1 more chance. 21,000. All right, now you have the 3, the 0, and the 9 left. Go ahead. 9, 0. No, you.
Probably one of the most improbable victories of all time. I mean, like, you want to talk about snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. That was great. We got one more rest in peace. Arlene Sorkin. Arlene Sorkin. This one sucked. It was so sad. The original voice of Harley Quinn. She was great. And honestly, she was so good that Margot Robbie really didn't have much of a chance. Not that the first Suicide Squad was good, but she got beaten up for her accent and the way she sounded. And this is why, because nobody could do it like Arlene.
So you ain't seen Mr. J around, have you?
Nope. You know, I never could figure what a cute little number like yourself saw in a slob like the Joker. Especially when there are suave guys like me around.
Now, Boxy. Sure, my pudding's a little temperamental. But gee, what relationship doesn't have its ups and downs?
See, I felt like Margot Robbie kind of nailed her voice in some ways. Like, I hear this. I hear a little bit of Arlene. It was kind of, I'm glad she did get to do it again and a couple of times now. Wow, Margot Robbie's actually played Harley Quinn a few times now that I think about it. It's crazy, though. She was great.
A flat.
She was great. Rest in peace, Arlene. Arlene's legend in the voice acting world. Legend. I don't even remember what this video is, but if I put it on here, it's probably got to be crazy. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is a Bobby Fischer moment. Searching for Bobby Fischer moment. Don't move until you see it. Don't move until you see it. So far, you may not see anything wrong with this video. If you look at the screen, maybe you see nothing wrong. You probably won't.
I swear that
There's a
Bob
very
Barker
good chance
passed in
you will not.
2012 on his yacht, retired and
But
funding
for
a
those
sea
who may.
conservation group.
Bro, you recording me? No, don't record.
I guarantee you that was a New York train. I guarantee you that was a New York train. Trippy Savage, I swear that Bob Barker passed away in 2012 was on his yacht. on his yacht, retired, and funding a sea conservation group. What's the reference? What's the joke? I don't know the reference. I feel like you got to be referencing something. You got to be. There's a good reference there, and I just missed it. Meow. Ooh, I didn't even realize I did that. That's funny, because I'm going to see Peter and the rest of the Jeff Dunham puppets this weekend. Meow. Thank you so much, Trippy Savage. I thought, that wasn't a joke. You legitimately thought he already died. You were so specific with the conservation group thing and the yacht. I really felt like you were putting like a movie thing. I have no idea. That's great. That has to be New York. Microwave Guy is great. We need more Microwave Guy. I would play this game. If I can get 2 people to do this challenge with me, I would do this any day of the week. This is a great one. This is the best spin the bottle of all time. Keep an eye. Nailed him. Yeah. I'd be all over that one. All over that one. Love it. More boxing, influencer type weird shit. This one is one of the weirder ones you'll see. Here you go. Whoa. Pepper spray. Love it. Look at her face. I can't believe no one else is even getting hit by it. It's probably not very good pepper spray. It's probably not very good pepper spray. Because when you spray that shit in a closed area, everybody's coughing and gagging and throwing up. You kind of just want to beat up whoever sprayed that shit. I like to pound them. It's so dumb though. Why would you don't bring pepper spray to a face-off? Can you imagine if we got more of that in the UFC? Oh, whoever operated the scoreboard at the Cleveland Indians game this weekend did a fantastic job. So if you don't get this, you need to see the clip. Jose Ramirez currently 1-0 with a first-round TKO of Tim Anderson and a no decision against Miguel Cabrera. So about a month ago, Jose Ramirez knocked out Tim Anderson on the base pass. I mean, hit him clean and just took him out. It was great. And then the no decision against Miguel Cabrera is pretty funny too. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I love it. Oh, good Lord. So I have not been watching Monday Night Raw. I have not been all over it. I have not been seeing everything that's been going on, just because, you know. But Trish Stratus is back, okay? And I like Trish Stratus, you know. I'm not even Canadian, but I like Trish Stratus. She got herself in amazing shape because she's always in amazing shape. And she's returned, and she's done long programs with Becky Lynch and others for a while now. The problem is, she's fucking horrible. Like, was she this bad during original run and we didn't notice? I don't understand. I'm so confused. Like, I watch what she's doing, and she can't speak well. She can't wrestle well. She barely moves well. She's had matches removed from big cards because of how poorly the feuds have gone. And hell, that's with one of the bigger stars in the friggin' company. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I had to get a boogie. What? She's 40-something, I think, Trish is. It's just so bad. It's just crazy. Look at this.
Es de NXT, sabemos lo buena que es. Es de NXT, sabemos lo buena que es. Es de NXT, sabemos lo buena que es.
So that is Trish Stratus trying to throw a chair into the ring and hitting her partner Zoe Stark in the fucking face with a steel chair. That look is professionalism on Zoe Stark's face. Is Trish Stratus really 47? 47? Is she really? Is she really? She is. That's crazy. She is so bad. She is so bad. And it's sad because she was great. You know, she's a legend. I'm still hoping that this all gets saved with the return of Lita, and maybe Lita can bring out something decent in Trish, but they can't trust Lita with her neck, with Trish, with how bad she's been throughout this rivalry. I don't see them doing that. I don't know. It's no bueno. Oh, here's something that I absolutely love. I can't fucking stand Skip. I hate Skip. If you know who Skip is, I hate Skip. Everybody hates Skip. Skip had to be removed. Well, Shannon Sharp left Skip. And Skip went and got some other people. And he went and got Michael Irvin. And he went and got Keyshawn Johnson. And he got Richard Sherman. And they don't let him speak. And it's one of the funniest things in the world. Remember, this is Skip's show. It's so hilarious. It's beyond words. This is, and all they do is fight. And it is pretty funny because you got two receivers and a cornerback. And you're talking about two, with Keyshawn in there, two of the 25 to 30 greatest receivers of all time. And with Richard Sherman, you've got arguably a top 5 cornerback of all time. So you know they're going to fight. It's great.
You know what? I'll say something to piss you off right now.
What's that? What you got?
Corner is a harder position.
See, now I got to go, Mike.
I got to get it. And this ain't rehearsed.
I'm not doing that with you. I'm not doing this with you.
This is not rehearsed. Wait for y'all to go.
I swear it's not rehearsed.
Now, hold on. This ain't rehearsed.
But I promise you I'm going to leave this shit.
Hold on.
Stop, dog. Stop.
Skip, let me just talk to you real quick. I want to get you in on this.
I can't believe you trying to get in.
Hold on, Mike.
Go ahead.
Mike.
Let y'all talk.
You said it's a harder position. Harder position. Harder position. What did you start off at?
Receiver.
He wanted to punch him in the face. It's so great. But this is all this is. It's all they do is fight. It's all they do is yell, and Skip never gets to talk. I may have to start watching the show now because Michael Irvin's great. Michael Irvin will give you great content for like 6 months to a year and a half, and then he'll go on a cocaine bender, and he might punch somebody. It's great. It's like clockwork. Michael Irvin is always going to be Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin is like a wild tiger, okay? Yeah, you can domesticate him. Yeah, you can train him. You can do all that. Sure, look at Siegfried and Roy, but eventually he's going to bite you. And Michael Irvin, oh boy, does he bite hard. That's just a wild man right there. Historically a wild man who's earned every bit of his reputation. Oh, and God, here's a factual thing about Michael Irvin. If you smell Michael Irvin's mustache at any moment, you will get high. He can be right out of the shower and you sniff it, you're schneefing, is all I'm saying. What did Gun Cannon send me? Gun Cannon sent me. Speaking of the guys, the baseball game, apparently Ohtani broke something. No, he hit something in the thing. You didn't need to send me that. Just shut up, Gun Cannon. Shut up. Here's a great video. So I'm just going to let this one play, and let's see if you guys can tell what's going on. I love this. Keep watching. This woman gets robbed so much on the bus. This is sad. This is actually quite sad. She gets robbed so much. Did you see how slick she was? The second this man came on the bus and started robbing, she put her phone underneath her leg, pulled out a rob phone. And gave it to him. And the way she acted, you could see that she was like looking at everybody. She was telling him, just let him go. Just let him go. It's so good. And then she just pulled it out like, voila. Bravo, Mrs. Bravo. And she kept her cool. Like, that's just a cool woman right there. She just absolutely kept it together And I love that. It's just so crazy. That's why public transportation, it's as appealing as it is. Those bus drivers ain't helping you most of the time. I'm just saying. Oh, public service announcement. Don't get a monkey. Okay, look. I know that might sound crazy because who wouldn't want to get a monkey? Everybody would want to get a monkey. That's the answer to that question. But don't. I mean, at best, you're Justin Bieber. You're abandoning him in an airport somewhere. But at worst, you're this guy.
Hey, monkey. Hey, monkey. You bust. You bunklums, boy. Get over there, hurt. You can't even be a monkey. Move. Move.
Even be a monkey. Look at this guy. Oh, what do you do? And the way that he's shrieking and crying, it's so good. That's great. And I think that was in a fucking hotel or a motel. It's amazing. Everyone should have a pet monkey. I don't know if you should. Oh, and if you've forgotten, if you have just forgotten that Adele is awesome, well, here's a reminder that Adele can be pretty awesome. She has her moments. You ever been to a concert and you got somebody who's there who's going crazy, maybe getting a little bit too into it, maybe getting a little bit too zesty, fiery perhaps, and sometimes maybe you complain and some of the ushers go and talk to the person? That happens. It's a reasonable thing.
Look behind you, everybody back there. Everybody.
This lady's like, everybody's behind you. Everybody. And the other person that this person's with is like, oh, they can stand up. You're at a fucking Adele concert. You know how much money you spent to be there? And y'all are sitting there on your hands? Like, shit. Now, to be fair, I do understand that Adele's shows are a little bit different. She does a little different. I do get it. And Critical Shogun, thank you so much. Monkeypox are real, $2. Thank you so much. However, you're at a goddamn concert. Like, come on. Come on.
I know.
And you know it's bad when the performer notices something. Because rarely would a performer stop a show for something like this. But she had to be noticing this for a while.
I mean, we can sing though, right? We can sing, but however, that being said, stand up. I'm talking. Show
He was about to dress him down. I didn't even realize that the first time I saw this. This dickhead was about to dress this kid down. I'm speaking. He was about to say some fucking shit, maybe even kick him out. And Adele says, yo. And look, the other guy, the experienced guy on the tours, he steps in real quick.
Yeah, you don't have to sit down.
She's talking to you.
You don't have to sit down. You're fine. Stay right here.
They're telling me.
All done. All done.
Can you go on, please? Thank you. Sorry, guys. I've been talking the whole show, but security and other people sitting behind him. He's here to have fun, right? All of you are here to have fun. Let's go.
Pretty awesome. And holy God, Adele. I cannot believe how amazing Adele looks. I mean, I knew she lost weight, but oh my God. Wow. This is an old video. This is like a week old or something, but pretty good. It's always nice to see Aiden Ross get bodied or egoed. Too bad it has to be Floyd Mayweather. Floyd scam every motherfucker around you, Mayweather. Floyd, I might beat a fucking woman, Mayweather. One of the biggest scumbags walking the fucking planet. But this is great because not only does he ego Aiden Ross, who's also a piece of shit, but he does it while being a piece of shit. Oh, it's so good.
What's up, bro? Huh? What's up, bro? Yeah. What's up, bro? Thanks for earlier, bro. I appreciate you looking up. Yeah.
So this is Aiden Ross going into a gym. You know, he's live streaming, thinking he's Mr. Cool Shit.
I ain't got no car.
Yep, just me. No
See, he doesn't know Floyd like this.
cameras down? Yeah. No. Turn it down, turn it down. So.
Now, he barely had Floyd net. Now, I don't know if you noticed, you were barely able to see Floyd's face. In fact, until Floyd kind of went like this, I couldn't even see him. He's so small.
What up, champ? How you doing, bro?
But listen to what he says.
Aiden, nice to meet you.
Yeah, but they streaming, but I gotta hold my footage. Turn it
off.
You can't film me for free.
Just don't film it, don't film it. Huh?
Who company is it?
My company.
It is?
Yeah.
On my check.
I'm broke, bro. I got no money.
Oh, you got something?
Yeah, I know your money, man. I got no money, bro. I'm broke. I want to get money like you. I got no money, bro. I want to get money like you. I got no money, bro. Shit, I wish.
Write a check. Where's my check? Where's my check? Where's my check? I love it. See you later, Cucky. Thanks for coming around, hanging out. Abby Blackbird. Adele tickets have been historically ridiculously difficult and expensive to get. I'd be pissed that assigned seating people kept bothering me. Yeah, absolutely. P-Paul, hey, Dave, any thoughts on Logan Paul upping the wager with Connor? He still hasn't paid anything back to the Crypto Zoo holders. No, you know, it's just more pile on. In fact, we're about to get into the whole situation with him in a moment. We have this here with fucking these two being angry with Dylan Dennis. It's not a shock to me that Logan is doing this shit. It's not a shock to me that Logan is still not paying the Crypto Zoo. I'm working on it, Dylan. I mean, like, this dude's a perpetual child. I listened to this. And by the way, Connor's probably going to lose that $2 million. Just saying. Because Dylan still probably won't show up. So he's probably going to lose that $2 million. But whatever. I listened to this, and there's some fair points. KSI makes the best point. These two go and they start crying about Dylan Dennis going after their women, which is completely fair. I wouldn't like it either. Nobody likes that shit. It's fine. But here's the difference between KSI and Logan Paul. Logan Paul's fiance is very, very public. She is a public figure. She gets into stuff. She's put out a lot of things that people have taken contention with or thought was inappropriate. So things that can come back to haunt her. I mean, everything you say can live forever. Remember that. And you never know when somebody's going to try and fuck with you. So, and she seems to be, to her credit, one of those people who just accepts that. You know, I've never really heard her bitch too much about it. I don't even think I've heard her say too much about this whole situation with Dylan Dennis, to be honest. They've just kind of decided to ignore it until now. What I do have a problem with is when you listen, especially towards the end of it, they start talking about this crazy idea that they're mature and he's immature and like somehow they're the good guys and he's the bad guy. Now, the one thing that I will absolutely say about KSI is he's got a point. KSI has the best point in this whole clip. He says that, you know, my girlfriend, my woman, she is a private person, incredibly private. She's never been a public figure. She's being dragged into this. That's not right. That is out of pocket. Like I'm not for that. I've been pretty much consistent with that. If you're not fair game, you're not fair game. You know, so it's crazy. And now who was Kai's girl? Now if she was, that's a little bit different though. If she was he's saying that she's not a public figure. Let's see.
Opponent.
Yeah.
And Dylan is doing that, but do you think he's gone too far?
I think I guess for his point of view, he's going to be like all's fair in love and war. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, there is a chance both KSI and Logan go 0-2. They both lose on the same card. That's what I'm hoping for.
I think for him, it's just been relentless, man. Like, it's just been constant, like, every day, every single day. And, yeah, I don't know. I think now, knowing what I know and, like, how I am now, I feel like it's a line that's being crossed. And, like, it got to a period where he started, you know, going at my girlfriend and started looking for pictures of my girlfriend. Now, she's a person that's very private. Who she doesn't care about the fame. She just wants to just keep to herself. So when he was going down that route, that's when I was like, bro, like, you're not even fighting me. Like, what is going on? So
Again,
and I that's why I'm like,
So this whining here, where it's about to go, that part was fair. Everything else after it, it's just a bunch of whining. Oh, we just had a little bit of a stream problem. Just a bunch of whining, just a bunch of crying. I mean, these guys have made, and then wait. Oh, the best part, I almost forgot. Listen, to this.
for you, it's like, why doesn't he just focus on you? He's fighting you.
Yo,
essentially,
he's attacking an uninvolved third party, a woman, and it's all he has. And I get it, all is fair in love and war.
Yeah,
but sort of, because I even look at myself and I go, the amount of dirt I have on Dylan just sitting in my phone, the amount of people who fucking hate this guy, who send me stuff to. But do I want to go there about his mom, his relatives, his sister, his cousins? Like, especially his mother. Like,
you hear this shit? So he's sitting there and goes, I know all this stuff about his mom, his brother, his sister, especially his mother. He still can make the threat, but then they go ahead and do this.
Do I want to do that?
I feel like that's something a young version of us would
totally,
do.
totally.
Whereas now it's like, bro, you know what? We're adults now, and it's kind of just like,
you're adults now. You guys listen to me. Here's why I don't care what Dylan Dennis does to Logan Paul or KSI, for the most part. KSI made a good point with his girl, but other than that, I don't care, and here's why. They brought him in. Everybody knows the scumbag that Dylan Dennis is. The only way that Dylan Dennis could ever be a good guy in a situation is if Logan fucking Paul is involved. It's the only way that Dylan Dennis could have had a heel turn, or a face turn rather, and he did it while being a scumbag. That's how much of a scumbag Logan Paul is. I can't hear it no more. I can't. I gotta ask you guys real quick. What's next for Fousey Tube? What's next for Fousey Tube? You know, right now, is he still on hold? Is he still on the 5150? The last I saw, he was saying that he was being drugged by the facility there, and he's waiting to be released. All this stuff. I don't know if he's officially been released yet. Now everybody is talking about plans with. He's still on hold, man. Yikes, spadoinkle. It's getting up there in time now. And people are talking about like there's word of creator houses with Fousey being established. I heard one crazy one with Aiden Ross and Sneeko. I just all this crazy stuff that I'm seeing. It's like, okay, so maybe he's still going to have a career going forward. That's fine. I don't know if that's the best case situation for anybody involved. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be a guy that needs to be around this anymore. You know, at some point, I mean, he's putting his hands on streamers, guys. You know, like he's fallen into the same habitual shit that he's done in the past. It's one of those things. It's like, at what point do you become unfuckwithable? Like, when do you become too nuclear? You know, I don't know. It's. I hope he gets help, and I hope but the thing is, he's going to get the help. Right now, it seems like he's just trying to get back to streaming. He's not out of that mindset. He's not out of that mode yet. And I don't know. He's a pattern guy at this point, and it's kind of scary to watch. It's kind of scary to watch because he is putting his hands on folks. You know, it's bad. So I ask again, what's next? Where does he go? It's like, how many people are going to put their arms around him? Now, Keemstar got completely, blindsided by Fousey, and if anybody had any, I guess, real beef with anything that anyone would have them said by Fousey. It would have been Keem because he did put his arms around him and tried to help him and all that type of shit. But if it was anybody else and not somebody that most of the internet rightfully or depending on your angle there or hates, and despises like Keemstar, he's earned a reputation of not being a very sympathetic character. Like, people are not going to give him all the sympathy in the world when something bad happens to him. If it's anybody else, it might be taken a little bit more seriously. It might be like, it might affect him a little bit more. I just don't know what it's going to take. I don't know where he goes. I don't know. And I ask that because we have people now who are just changing content, just changing communities. We see it with, tips in our world, Tipster. But we have a guy like Sneeko. And we'll talk about that in a moment because the boxing stuff doesn't seem to be working. I don't know if he's going to be able to convince anyone that he's stable enough to be in a boxing world where it is pretty crazy and there's a lot of vices that are out there that you can easily get yourself into, which can exacerbate your conditions. I mean, like, it's bad. But now you got real fighters that kind of want to beat you up.
You want to mess with me, you're going to get fucked up. Hey, for real.
What he said?
Anytime Fousey ever tries to mess with him again, he's getting knocked out.
Yo!
Hey, and that's on G7. You want to mess with
Ryan Garcia, man, he Neo has to feel pretty, or Neo. Jesus, Matrix. Neon has to feel pretty fucking good about that. I can't stand that fucking guy. But he has to feel good about that, to have Ryan Garcia talking about knocking out Fousey. So, but I ask ultimately about this because we have this clip that I talked about earlier about Sneeko saying he's retiring from Red Pill content and people being shocked at this. Was there ever a question this was a grift? Like, this guy's the ultimate grifter. He's not smart enough to actually have a belief structure. This guy just goes wherever the money is. This is who he is.
Now, there's only so long. You can only do this for so long. Like, how much can you really talk about? Neon dating coach, that's hilarious. But yeah, it's like it's just so much more fun. I can't even lie. And let's be honest, the Red Pill is dying. It's over. It's over because, like, there was...
Do you think that this is a product of being, like, do you think it's smart to say this to your fan base? Do you think it's smart to say this to your audience? Because, like, you're going to put some of them off. I don't get it. You can just do the change without saying this shit. Like, is this... do people think they're being real when they're doing this? I don't get it because you're showing your fakeness. You're showing your grift. You're explaining your grift. And for the whole time you've been grifting, all you've explained is how real you believe in all of this, how real it is. Like, it's crazy to me. It's not that I ever believed him for a second because the stuff he's saying is so fucking stupid, but still, it's insane to me that the glibness of this, the nonchalantness of this. Listen to this.
There was a lot of hype around this, like, oh, the Matrix. Bro, how do we make it out? And then, like, there's this excitement, there's hype around it, and I got in at the right time, hit the wave at the right time. I was Red Pill raging when the Red Pill was blowing up, so it was perfect. Screaming at a camera, wake up, wake up! And then now, like, okay, live life now. Can't be screaming at a camera about Satan every single day. We are going to talk about the transgender.
Now he just acts like, but I promise you, promise, he is still going to be saying the same shit. Like, there will still be things that he's saying in the same way. Now I'm bringing up there Willie because he's got the best that I saw on this, and of course now I can't. He tweets so much now I can't even find it. There's a Sneeko thing. He says something pretty much. What he said was because he's not a leader, because he's a follower. And someone in the chat just said it too. It's true. He's just a following ass bitch. That's all he is. The final thing I got is Kai Cenat. He is threatening to leave Twitch if iShowSpeed doesn't get unbanned.
If Speed don't get unbanned, I'm leaving. I said it.
Yeah.
I said it, bro. I said that shit.
How long? You give him 24 hours? You give him 30 days? How long are you going to give him? By the way, I don't have a problem with this. I don't have a problem with this shit. I don't have a problem with them sticking up for each other. I don't have a problem with everybody going out and saying, making these demands. The reality is, like, there's going to be a huge fight. Now, it's died down with the Screen Actors Guild and the writers and everything. Like, people aren't talking about it like they were a month ago. And I think that's probably for a myriad of reasons. The shows haven't dried up yet. That's a big one. The movies haven't dried up yet. There's still things coming out. So people haven't really started to start focusing on it too hard yet. But there's a big fight going on, and it's all about value, okay? And we're seeing people using their value and their leverage in different ways now. And Kai Sinet's a really good example of that, where he, in this case right here. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. Mike the Bike says, honestly, I think in 5 years, Twitch is going to be dead unless they start getting their shit together. Yeah. Critical Shogun, Sneeko's way of saying the grift is over. No, it's his way of saying on to the next grift. And he's letting his target audience know that he's coming. Grifting the night away. Oh, grifting, taking everyone, anybody, blah, 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 blah. Get your mouth together, Dave. Get your mouth game together, Dave. Jesus. You were actually rocking there for a moment. Grifting the night away. All right. I don't got much else. I think it's time for calls, questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, quips, quotes, likes, loves, and all that stuff while I get the Mike the Bike latest parody ready for thee. Yes. I'm excited. Are you excited? You should be. This is a new parody from Mike the Bike on Pearl, everyone's new favorite. Get into the Discord, folks. If you want to talk to the copious Lord, this is your opportunity. Come speak to the man, the myth, and your legend right now. Ask any question you want.
Hey man, oh leave it alone, you know. Hey man, oh Pearl, get off the phone. I gotta block out her face. This jello brain chick just put my mind out of place. Hey man, her thoughts are insane.
Let me bring in Mike the Bike. I see him waiting to call. Let me bring in Mikey real quick. Mikey, your voice work is just getting so goddamn good every fucking song I'm hearing lately.
Thank you. Yeah, this is another part of the album that should be out this Friday.
Fucking hell, man. This is another song off the album. I love it.
Yeah, this is, so my album's broken into segments. This will be part of the segments that are supposed to show that I'm starting to branch out of commentary. Not that I'm leaving the community.
Uh-oh, another one's leaving. He's leaving, folks. The grift is over.
Well, I kind of don't see myself, like, I see myself as part of the community, as in who I, like, you know, interact with.
Yeah.
But the topics I cover are just what I watch. Probably the most separated from the community that I'm going to cover. I have a song that is a Kit Boga parody. Have you heard of Kit Boga?
Yes.
One of us.
So I did a Spiderwebs by No Doubt, which is a song about her getting like caught up in a phone call. So now it's going to be called Kit Boga's Web.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
And I even I'll spoil this a little bit. I have a skit with Bo Blacks where he's playing like the part of like my manager, and he's like, "What the fuck are these songs, bro? You're supposed to make songs about, you know, the community, right? What are you doing?"
I like that.
Hey, man, like, chill.
That reminds me of like I don't know if you ever. This is one of my favorite albums, and it is technically a parody album. The Chef Aid album, the South Park Chef Aid album. They have stuff like that in there where they have this great one where they have a manager call in about getting horny on the record. And they argue with him, and it's one of the funniest fucking things. And they do that between all the different songs. It's just so fucking funny. So I'm glad that you're doing stuff like that. Adding skits into an album is a lost art that I wish more musicians did, because it used to be, you used to get prank phone calls. There used to be cuts in albums that people wouldn't like. People, if you didn't listen to what's their name, Disturbed, if you didn't listen to the entire album, you didn't realize that they had covers on their fucking albums. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like the cool shit like that. It's like Lost. So I'm glad that you're bringing that stuff in there.
No, yeah, like the entire album. So the album is specifically called The Mike the Bike Show. And the album itself is kind of a parody of the Eminem show.
Yeah.
Because 3 of the songs that are on it are actually parodies of Eminem songs of the Eminem show. And also, the Eminem show was his 3rd major album, right? Not counting Infinite. That was his 3rd major album. Well, if I count my Gray Street album and then the first parody album I did, this is my 3rd album. So I thought it was just fitting to go along with that whole theme. I even had Sleepy Cerberus. She's a regular chatter in a lot of the community. She actually did the art for me, and it looks so good. I don't know if it's still my pinned tweet, but yeah, I basically yeah, I did the math. So when this comes out, 3 of the songs will have been released already.
Oh, nice.
I actually released a new one last Friday, which was a parody on the community itself and on how like nobody's making any content and it's like kind of drying up.
It's the summer, man.
Pimp and Pete, of course, wrote that.
It's that you should do a summertime blues, commentary summertime, commentary time blues.
Well, that's the thing. Like normally the summer would be a good excuse, except for the fact that when it comes to YouTube, I feel like the summer is when you should be putting out the most content because all the potential viewers are right there for you.
You know what's happened? You know what's happened, and this is it's really kind of viewers' faults as well. This community has gotten tight knit. Where like the viewers and a lot of creators have become friends and collaborators and new people have been discovered through it. When that happens, a unique thing happens. We all grow together, okay? So we're all growing older together. So you're watching the same group of guys grow older. And when people grow older, priorities shift, they get into different things. So time becomes so different. If the people that you're watching haven't broke through, especially if they stay in the small, they're just, the priorities are going to shift. Like the same shit that was true last summer won't be true this summer. For a lot of us, like the goals are different. Things have changed. Like last summer I was chasing 10K. This year I've already achieved 10K. Like I'm like, all right, I'm feeling a little bit more accomplished with myself. So I don't care as much. And I have so much else stuff going on. I'm not even uploading as much, you know? So it's like,
no, yeah, for sure. Like
it's crazy.
There's a lot of aspects, you know, like I remember when I mean I've been watching the community since like 2016, but I remember when it was getting really hyped up again around like 2019, 2020 was when like Augie would do a stream like every week, sometimes multiple times a week. Nick was coming out with videos during that time period. You know, there was like it was a lot of more activity going on. And now like, you know, the guys that like the bigger guys in the community aren't really pumping out content like they used to.
A lot of people
So
are
it
getting
feels
frustrated.
like a lot of people just kind of are like, okay, well, you know, they kind of just disperse. And sometimes they do latch on to other people in the community, and sometimes they just leave to a different community. I know.
Well, you know
a few
what else
people
has
that-
happened?
They watch Destiny now, but they don't like really interact with the community anymore.
You know what else hasn't happened though? No new stars.
What?
No one stepped up. We don't have any new powerhouses that have come through and captured people's imaginations, captured people's minds. We don't have anyone. We don't have any superstars. No one new. No one who's come up and started really kicking ass. No one who's being consistent in that special way. It just ain't there. I think that's got to be step up your games, people. And I see a lot of people throwing in the towels on their fucking shit. A lot of new podcasts were created last year. People got frustrated. A lot of stuff ended quickly. People are saying, maybe I shouldn't be. Keep creating if you want to create, guys, but stay consistent with it and don't bitch. Like, this is a mixed bag of a fucking game to all of this. I've been doing this for fucking 13 years now. It's a mixed bag of a game, and it ain't easy. It's a bitch. It's a bitch.
No, yeah, for
If you
sure.
don't
Like,
love it, it ain't going to work. You're a musician. You get that, Mike. Speak to him. Tell him.
100%. Like, you got to constant, like, if you don't, like, any form of creativity is like a muscle. And if you're not working on it, you're going to lose it eventually. Even if you don't lose it, you're going to lose the audience that you're building.
Yep.
Like, over time. And, you know, you'll always have those dedicated people. You know, like, I know when I go live, there's like 6 people that I know for sure are going to show up in chat. But, you know, if I don't keep, you know, streaming, I won't grow with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, you know, on my end, for example, like, I am doing this music. I'm trying to get this album out so that way I have tons of content to come out while I'm finishing school. And I even, like, the thing is, like, I could do, if I wanted to put 100% into the channel versus doing all the other stuff I'm doing, I could, you know, be doing like drama streams as well.
Right.
Because the one time I did, well, it was one of the few times, but the most recent time I did a drama stream was on Tipster, and those streams got like 3K views each, and
They
those
were
are
hot.
like my biggest streams I've ever done. And I could keep doing that. Like, I could cover all the crazy stuff that happened with Michael Alberto, or, you know, I'm sure if even now, even though the whole topic's kind of died down, I'm sure if I just brought up a flamenco stream and just went over his entire history, I'm sure that would do big numbers too, because, you know, he's just an always entertaining person
I
to
struggle
look
with the
at.
same shit, man. I struggle with the same shit. And for me, it's more of I don't even watch any of that shit. So it's even harder for me. I gotta cover it without even giving any semblance of a fuck. That's why I never try to be an expert on any of this shit. I just talk about it and try to find the lulls in it, because who the fuck am I when it comes to all this? I don't watch. I gotta do the research and watch during the streams most of the time. You know, I'm finding out. I find that more fascinating because, for what, I'm 40. You know, like, so it's I shouldn't give too much of a fuck at the end of the day. But I've struggled with the same thing. So it's like I know when I gotta put Kai Threatens Twitch, even though I talked about that for about 49 seconds. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, for sure. You got to find a way to like, especially since, like, you know, you stream daily, you got to find a way to keep bringing up the audience. Me, like, for what I do when I'm doing a song, you know, it's hard for me to figure out what else I can do. Like, for example, I dropped the Fousey parody last week, right?
Yeah.
No, the week before last. And I thought that was going to do huge numbers. But, like, it kind of only hung around like 200 views, which, you know, is good for my subscriber count.
Right.
But for a parody about a hot topic, but my presumption is the topic just wasn't hot enough.
Possible.
At the moment. I should have done it like as soon as it happened. But the thing is that, like, I'm not solely doing this, right?
Yeah.
So I can't just do that. I can't just be like, wait, Fousey did what at the airport? Call up my boss. Hey, I gotta leave work right now. I gotta do a song. Like, if I could do that, that would be great for the channel, right? But I can't do that. Obviously, I have like responsibilities.
Priorities. Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? One of those priorities is still creating music, and you have. So on that note, I'm gonna finish this song. Tell the kids where they can find you for more of your beautiful fucking music that you create, and all that wonderful stuff, Mikey baby.
I got my channel, Mike the Bike. You can find it. Make sure you put it. I'm pretty sure you got to put it as one word, because if you put a space, you will, for whatever reason, get Mike the Bike. So the goal is to pass that guy, so that way he doesn't show up anymore and I show up. Yeah! And I will be dropping, if you're down for it.
Just keep doing what you do.
Stuff that
now,
I can come
Shank it, Dragon Man.
And show you a new preview.
Oh, I'm down.
And so
something major just
happened. This Friday at 6 p.m. EST, the album is dropping. It's going to be 16 songs total, and it's going to have features from you, Dead on Dave.
That's right.
Willie Mack, Bo Blacks, Chris the Narc, and even Gokanaru. So
look
there's
at you.
a lot of guest spots throughout. Jess Six is on it. And what else am I forgetting? Oh, and then I'll be streaming afterwards. I'm doing a drinking stream for one of my co-hosts' birthday. So
which co-host? Name him.
Sherry. She doesn't
Sherry.
really do anything online. She's only really just someone that hops on for my Friday streams. So there's not really anything to link for her. But
fantastic.
Yeah, she's just someone that I'm friends with online.
Fantastic. Mikey, I may get quiet there, but something major has happened. I have to transform. I have to transform because I got a donation of $100. And when we get a donation of $100 here, you know what happens. It's time to end the show with a Charmander dance. So I need that beautiful person to go ahead and hit me up with a song they'd like me to dance to on the way out. You get to choose the song that we get copyright hit to on the way out. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Nice.
Mikey, thanks a lot, man. I'm going to go ahead and play this as that person tells me what they want me to swing to. Well, I am going to be swinging.
Thank you very much.
No problem, Mikey. Appreciate your face.
Peace.
Peace, Mike the Bike, everybody. This is a pretty good song. You guys, oh, shit, ow. That hurt. You guys know what happens. This will be an interesting one. Getting transformed. All right. So, we're going to do ourselves one more rip here. I want to say thank you to everybody who was on tonight. Mike the Bike was the only one. I don't know why I said everybody. I want to say thank you to everybody who hung out in the chat, everybody who supported, mush puffed up, and donated. It's time to exit on a Dave Mander. That's right. And I think I'm going to... I almost want to find a different Real Talk song because it's always good to have a good Real Talk. But we'll just go out on fucking Morning Light tonight. I love it. I love it. That's the best way to do it. Let's do that. We'll see you in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail. Keep it copious, folks. You guys know the craziness that happens when 100 schmeckles gets fucking thrown at the copious lord. It's time to go out in the best way possible, copiously, as a Charizard. Let's listen to a little bit of Morning Light as we get ready. I'll see you on the other side for you know what. One more rip and a lot of frickin' Real Talk love. Let's go. Louder. Louder.
I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop then adopted me. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn this to a mockery. I give a fuck about their recognition. I'm trying to spit the fucking truth, somebody get the message. These politics, they overstate the obvious. They shooting like Stoyakovich, it's war on every continent. Deeper than you know, I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate. A lot of them are emulate, but none of them are demonstrate. Hip-hop will never need a eulogy. They give us 10%, they trying to take away gratuity. Work for what you want, I learned that shit from fucking Aubrey. And she ain't never lied, I told her this was nothing new to me. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go, I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real, she think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Akeem Olajuwon. But I guess that's what I need in life, cause I don't get no sleep at night. So I'ma just keep grinding till my people see the morning light. This may be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go, I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real, she think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Akeem Olajuwon. But I guess that's what I need in life, cause I don't get no sleep at night. So I'ma just keep grinding till my people see the morning light. Feel like I'm Alexander's prodigy. Fuck your death threats, them niggas always talking honorary. The Pentagon the same, they trying to mold us in the pottery. But even if I die, my lyrics still a living history. You mean they treat us like we pawns and we listen cause we scared they ain't gon' beef with Genghis Khan? I'm higher than a dinosaur, she Oreo like Baltimore. I taught them what I know, that make me feel like I was Gryffindor. Get your game right, she hot, I call her sunlight. With lips like she's Brad's wife, I ask her cause a crash site. But that's the way it is, I guess I play protagonist. This shit will never change, I'ma go out with her. This may be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government was scheming. Here we go. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go, I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real, she think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Akeem Olajuwon. Yeah, da-da-da. Yeah, da-da-da. Hip-hop, I'm real talk. Hip-hop, I'm real talk. Da-da-da.
Good little J. Philly.
Yeah.
Welcome to the new world.
We dig each and every single day. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt. I hit my hand very hard on that couch, and that hurt. I hope I did not do any bad damage. Ooh, oh, that's gonna be sore. Ooh, yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Trippy Savage. Thank you, everybody. Have yourselves a good night. Keep it copious. Remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Charmander.